What's good with my Eagle gang members and anyone else who eventually watches this? All my people from the NFL football page, if y'all take a gander. What's goody? It's your boy Cali Eagle. And let's update on this draft. We day two's over. We 3 rounds in. So we kind of have an idea of how some of these teams are building the draft. In the NFC East, the first pick in the division was the Giants at 6. They went ahead and they picked up Daniel. Good old Daniel. Oh, man, I'm excited for the next Eli. I can't wait. This motherfucker throwing picks on championship games. At least Eli won some ships. He had heart, dog. Daniel on the ball throwing picks. And that's all he's going to learn from Eli. Eli ain't giving no tips. Eli ain't trying to give up his position. I can't wait. Then the next divisional pick would be the Redskins, who picked who the Giants should have picked at 6. They let Haskins fell all the way to 15. The Redskins were blessed. I seen Doug Williams talking about it before the draft, talking about how, Haskins is a guy they really like, but they don't really have no intention in moving up in the draft. They said, if you fall to us, you fall to us. We ain't moving up. We move back before we move up. And they stayed still and Haskins fell all the way past all these teams who needed QBs. Well, in my opinion, needed a QB. The Broncos didn't draft him. The Broncos have needed a QB since Peyton Manning showed up for a couple seasons and left. Like, between the window of needing a quarterback outside of Peyton just arriving to save y'all for a couple seasons is ridiculous, and they didn't get Haskins. But the Redskins got Haskins, so we got to deal with him forever. The next divisional selection would have been that Bird gang, you know what I'm saying? The Bird gang went ahead and jumped from 25 to 22, gave up a 4th and a 6th. So to move around in the first round, that is a modest gift, a 4th and a 6th to move up in the first. Granted, we'll move to 3 spots. So we were 3 spots, and we went ahead and grabbed Andre Dillard. Andre Dillard has been speculated to be the best pass blocking tackle in the draft. So I'm glad what we did. I felt like we needed to bolster up the trenches. We bolstered up the D-line already. I wanted to see some effort put into the O-line first things first, and that's what they did. So it was beautiful. I would have wanted to see more, but I'll take that for sure, given what we've already have there. So that was great. The next, I skipped one. I skipped the Giants pick because fuck them. But the Giants also had pick at 17. They picked Dexter Lawrence, one of those boys up out of Clemson. He was actually the last Clemson D lineman to come off the board, and they were all gone by 17. Shit's ridiculous. But now we got 2 division rivals with the name of D-Law on their D-line. I hate irony, and I hate shit like that, but it's what we got to do. The man looked nice. I can't front. So we're going to be dealing with him for the future. But after we picked at 22, the next divisional selection would have been the Cowboys, but they got Amari Cooper, and and then the Giants jumped back into the draft, and they grabbed Baker, a cornerback. So yeah, the NFC East at this point, every team believes they got that QB of the future. All of us, like the Eagles, believe Carson Wentz is going to start being healthy enough and play at that level he's played at. So we're sure we got our guy. The Cowboys think that Dak Prescott's going to start throwing better, I guess. I mean, they won 2 divisions since he's been here, but they could have done that with anybody else. I feel like Zeke is the reason, but let them tell it. Dak, they think Dak's the guy for the future. The Redskins let Haskins bless him, and the Giants picked up good old Daniel. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I guess at the worst they got Eli. Eli's the guy for the future for the Giants. Anyway, just for the Bay Area teams, I guess the Raiders were really active. The Niners had the number 2 pick, and I mean, They got Nick Bosa. I mean, they didn't have much to think about. I mean, they could have went Quinnen. I mean, whatever. They went Nick Bosa. There's already a Bosa boy in there tearing it up, and everybody talks about he looks better. They went with it. The Raiders had 3 picks in the first round because they've been finessing people. So they got Cleveland Farrell with a number 4, who, I mean, people were like, oh, I didn't think Cleveland was going to go at 4. I thought they was going to go Josh Allen or Ed Oliver. But all the Clemson D linemen were studs. This man was a special player. In any draft I seen, he was the first one of them to go off. I never watched him, so I'm not going to talk about how dope he was for real. But I can look at the other ones and see that everyone thought this dude was the best one, and I'm just going to assume he's dope too. If he's not, damn. But they went ahead at pick 24. Yeah, pick 24. They picked Josh Jacobs out of Alabama. Predicted to be the best running back in the draft. Predicted. He was cool. Like he had good speed. He takes contact well. Protects the quarterback. He's a good running back. They also had a pick at 27 where they picked Jonathan Abraham or some shit like that. I also forgot the Redskins' other pick where they jumped right in front of the Raiders at 26 back into the first round, and they selected Montez Sweat, who was just like a freak athlete that people let drop in the draft because of a health condition, and they came and swooped him up. So the league's gonna go crazy this year, dog. Second and third rounds went by. I'm gonna be honest, I did not watch the third round, so I can't tell you what the Cowboys, Giants, or the Redskins did in the third round. Was not worried about them. I was worried about this Eagle life. And what the Eagles did in the second round, they went ahead and grabbed Miles Sanders. Let's be all the way 1,000. The Eagles' downfall in the season, for the most part, was a lack of running game. We lost 2 17-point leads and 3 if you include the Saints in the playoffs. If we had a running game to keep the ball out of the opponent's hands, we set. So they went ahead and they brought in Howard from the Bears to be a goal line back. We was missing short yardage back. And they brought in Miles Sanders to be that guy. Like, Miles Sanders looks dope. He is great feet. He's great jump cut. I seen him bouncing off bodies, so he takes contact well. Actually, he was top 10 in yards after contact. He was 3.5 yards after contact, but that's not a lot. But I mean, normally he's burning people. This man is fast, so I like what we got. He looks a lot like Saquon minus the freakish body. Like Saquon shouldn't move the way he moves with that body. Miles Sanders moves like that, but he looks like he can move like that. But he's still got a strong build, nice size body. He's not a little scat back. He just got great feet. I like him. The other pick we made, I was not as excited about because I did not want to see us go receiver at all with any of these 3 picks. I would have loved to see a linebacker. I would love to see anything but a receiver. I don't like anything that implies Aggie's going to leave. Now, with that said, I watched tape on Cuz. Bro is an animal on 50-50 balls. Like, it was ridiculous. I watched his highlight tape, and almost every catch was a contested ball. And he has decent speed. There was a couple times where he was just leaving people. I think he ran like a 4.5 in the combine, so he's not a blazer. But he has good speed, a big body, and he's making contested balls. He has a huge basketball background. Both of his parents played overseas. He has a couple of uncles who played basketball. He has a great basketball background, and he's getting jump balls like he knows it. So while I was upset about us getting another receiver, I will say, bro, look dope. And what I'm praying on, because he doesn't look like he plays outside. It doesn't look like he plays slide at all. I'm hoping what the idea is that we're going to keep Aggie anyway, and that this is just going to be how we eventually replace Djax. He's not going to be a blazing burner that Djax is, but he is a downfield threat because you have to respect him when he leaves because you know he can catch it on you and he might leave you. So I like him. Hopefully he can give us the space we need after Djax is gone. And if not, we'll see. I just don't want Ag to go. Ag is a boy right now. Do I know anything that the other teams did in the second round? I got to be honest. I don't. I noticed the Raiders traded back a lot, and I don't know what picks they accumulated. I missed the Niners. I don't remember the Giants and Redskins. I don't care. The Eagles is going crazy. Fuck all y'all teams. It's Cali Eagle. Let's get it.